want to welcome to the stage, Matt Fuller.
Thank you. It's great to be here. I got to do this before, actually, and I knew I'd be back, and I knew it'd be in the wintertime, because I heard Chris talking about me after the show last time, and he said it would be a cold day when he had me back. I forgot exactly. But it is so great to see so many people coming out to see me tonight, and I think that just goes to show you there's just not much to do. I'm doing okay. Actually, my life's kind of in the toilet right now. You ever feel like your life's in the toilet? Never. I think I'm just lonely. That's what it is. I saw 2 bugs in my driveway the other day. They were apparently on a honeymoon, if you know what I'm saying. And I was jealous. That's when you know your life is really not going well. You know what I mean? And I started to step on them. And I thought, you know, that little guy probably flew all around looking for a great spot, and I didn't want to spoil it. So I didn't. But the next day, the female had flown away, and the male was laying there dead. And he had a tiny little wallet next to him, and it was empty. My doctor put me on a gluten-free diet, and I hate it. I can't eat anything in the food groups, you know, the major food groups, the biscuit group, and the Pop-Tart group, the donut group, and the cookie group. I just can't eat that stuff. I try to cheat, but I can't. I mean, it makes me sick. Like I wake up sick, like I got the flu for 3 days. And it's just terrible. But I was thinking, you know, if I was going to be executed tonight, you know what I'd have for my last meal? I'd have a Big Mac and a large order of fries and a Coke. I really would. And then I just hope and pray that the governor didn't call. Give me a stay of execution. Like, take me to the chair. I did it. Probably confessed to crimes I hadn't committed, you know. I killed Jimmy Hoffa. You know what I hate is when people say that they're not going to do something and then they do it. You know what I mean? And you've seen this, like when people say, "No, I wasn't rude, but I just said," and then they tell you what they said and it was rude. You heard that? Like, "I wasn't rude, but I just said your nose doesn't go with your face." Or when, I love this, we're like, I don't mean to butt in. Then they're butting in. Don't take this the wrong way.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? You got to really buck up when they say, "Now, don't take this as an insult." You're about to get an insult. You've seen that. I'm like, don't take this as a punch in the face. Don't think about that as blood going down your chin. That is something else. That has nothing to do with anything. That reminds me, I was in West Virginia. And this is nothing, I don't even want I'm telling you this, but I was in West Virginia, and I was in the middle of nowhere. And those roads just wind around. There's nothing there. I needed a hotel because it was getting dark. And I finally found one. It was a hotel. It looked like it'd been there since the 50's. And they had a sign out front, and I'm not making this up. It said, "Color TV." It really did. That's the draw. It said, "Color TV." I'm like, I got to see that. So when I went in there, you know, and the guy's like, "What kind of room do you want?" And I said, "Well, based on what I've seen, I'd like to have a room with 4 sides. If you have one available, just due to the weather. And I'd like to have one with the small roaches instead of the large ones, if I could. And put me on the side where gunfire is over by 11. That would be really nice. I want to be picky. But they did try to make the room look nice, though. I mean, it was like 1950s theme. You know, it had the 50's pictures and the original bedspread, original carpet, it had the original towels that they had, and I think the soap had been in there since the 50s. And you know what? My room had a fly swat with the name of the hotel embossed on the handle. That's nice. Bill's Motor Lodge. That's how you know you're in a nice hotel, because it's embossed on the handle. That's to kill things that are flying around in your room. You know, that's what that's for. And it was placed strategically on the table right next to the ashtray. So it was sort of semi-luxury, you know. Bring your own mint. It was like a Motel 3, really. Half the price of Motel 6, but they don't leave a light on. So that's what you got to know about that. Are y'all sick of the virus? Are you sick of it? Yeah. You know what? I'm sick to death of hearing about it. I'm sick of it on the news. I'm sick of it. And you know, it's still going on. Like, I was in a restaurant the other day, and they had that plexiglass, you know, divider to keep you from getting the virus. And the guy's behind the counter with the mask on, and he can't hear what I'm saying. I can't hear what he's saying, but everybody's got to be safe, and they got all these rules. And then he pulls the mask down and leans around the plexiglass and goes, "Did you want ketchup?" And then they hand you the change around the glass, you know. I'm just like, either be crazy or don't, you know, but pick. Don't be both at the same time. And everybody uses the little debit machine. They're like, "Okay, are you next? I'm sorry." It's ridiculous. I do like the social distance circles, though. I think that's a great idea. I was in the post office the other day, and I saw coronavirus coming at me, and I got in one of those social distance circles, and it went right past me. That was close. I almost got it. But I think some people just like living in the toilet, really. They just like it. My life's not the toilet. My life's awesome. I was just kidding about that. But some people just like it because they're just floating around in the toilet. Their friends are in the toilet, too. You know, they're like, "How you doing? Is everything going terrible?" "It sure is." "Great." That's the way we like it. They're just looking around, all the stuff floating around. Is that a Babe Ruth? You know what I think though, like if you've got clothes and food and a house and a few people that like you, and you're watching TV and somebody on the TV is telling you that your life's going to be horrible from here on out, you just need to turn the TV off, climb out of the toilet, and have a nice day.
Yes.
That's my kind of thing.